I mean, maybe I should embrace the suck and try to get good.
JV, lap 2, 40.5.
Maybe I can do this. Like, oh, no, maybe I can't. Maybe I can't do this. It's time for week 3 of RaceGOW, the Tiny Whoop racing competition that you can compete in from almost anywhere. And this week I'm going to prove that because I'm on a trip and I'm in a hotel room. And if you think that a hotel room is too small to set up a RaceGOW race course in, I'm Joshua Bardwell, and you're going to learn something today. Woo! Let me give you a little tour of the old hotel room. Here's a seating area with a couch. Got a fridge there. Got my battery charging station over here. Oh, and some kiwis. That's just, anyway, don't ask too many questions about that. We got a microwave. Got some salad greens and hot sauces that I put up on the top shelf as you do. Over here, we've got some quadcopter stuff tucked away in the corner. Got a little work area over here. Of course, good old Bach grinder on the television there. He's talking about why 5-inch freestyle is dying. Oh, I guess I can't argue with him. I'm racing Tiny Whoops today. And, here's my course. Here's my RaceGOW course. You see, the RaceGOW courses are designed to fit in a 6-foot square area. And with just a little ingenuity, you can figure out how to set one of those up in a hotel room on the bed. And it doesn't leave a lot of room for flying your Tiny Whoop, but make the best with what you've got. Let's do it. And this week, I'm going to start out still racing the HDZero Mobula 6. But I have another quadcopter with me, and I'm kind of curious to see if it turns out to be faster. But first, let's learn the course. And this week, the course is kind of a doozy. So, oh my God, this is ridiculous. Why do I do this to myself? The start finish is going to be here. You're going to go up and over and back through and then to the left, around here, oh my God, around here, oh my God, even in angle mode. Like there's no way I can go fast. Around here to the left, over the top, back around here, through here, up. See, we're supposed to be spiraling this. I guess I have incentive to keep it tight. And then around the outside, oh my God, back to the start finish. They say racing clean and tight is fast, but I don't know if that's gonna be true for me in this case. Because I think I'm supposed to go around the outside. I'm gonna have to go so slow in order to actually do it that I don't think my laps are going to be as fast as they could be. I've got no room to blow out my turns though, do I? I mean, the good news is that it does force me to be tight, but the bad news is that it has no room for error.
Lap 1, 29.3.
Oh my God, I cannot. Yep, that's it. Oh God.
JV, lap 3.
I can do this. I'm gonna lean into this BS. I'm gonna lean in. Oh man, there's no room to blow that corner out. There's no room to blow that corner out. Isn't that a good thing though? Doesn't that mean that there's no room to make mistakes? So like if I do make laps, it'll be amazing. That's the place I'm always making a mistake. I gotta find a different place to set this up. This is a valiant effort, but it's not working. It's not working. But there's a part of me that feels that that's cowardice, and that like somebody could be good enough to do this, and if it's not me today, then by continuing to beat my head against it, then maybe it will be tomorrow. I don't know.
kV, lap 20, 22.8.
It is forcing me to tighten up those turns. That feels good. As frustrating as this is, I think I can feel myself getting better. Like, normally when I corner, I try to put the thing I'm cornering around, the apex, like right here on the screen-ish, and I'm putting it closer to the center of the screen and refining how close I can get without like hitting it, except I'm still hitting a lot of things, but I can feel a shift in my perception as I'm trying to get these tinier gaps. I'm cutting closer, and just the way that I'm thinking about the corner is changing. It's freaking frustrating as hell. This is the HDZero Mobula 6 2024 Ultra Lightweight Edition. It's even so lightweight it doesn't have an HDZero video transmitter. It's analog. Let's see how it flies. And you know what? I liked it a lot better. A lot better. Even though it's an analog video transmitter and the video is not as good as the HDZero, although, frankly, in a tiny little room like this, the video is still pretty freaking good. I liked how it flew so much better. I immediately felt so much more confident when I was flying, so much more ability to keep turns tight, to make little micro adjustments. And no, my laps right now are not as fast as they were when I was flying the HDZero. These are literally the first packs I flew with this quad, and I'm still getting used to it. I'll show you my fastest lap in just a little bit, but I want to tell you more about what I liked so freaking much about this Mobula 6 2024 Analog Edition. Yes, the lighter weight. Yes, more confident handling, but also significantly longer flight times. And some of that is because of its lighter weight, and some of that is because the Analog 2024 edition only has like 23,000 kV motors, whereas I put 28,500 kV motors on my Mobula 6 HDZero. Those high kV motors, I'm not sure they were making me any faster, but they sure were making my battery run out faster, and it was really nice to be able to get 5 or 8 laps instead of just 3 or 4 laps before my battery was dead. But there's one more thing about analog that made me think I'm just switching back to analog for whoop racing, in as much as my opinion about whoop racing means a damn thing. And that was that with the analog video transmitter, it doesn't pull as much from your battery. Like, you can literally watch the HDZero video transmitter suck your battery down while you're waiting to start a race. But number two, you can run your battery down to 2.8 or 2.7 or even 2.5 volts if you're really pushing. It's not good for the battery, but you can finish the race. And the HDZero video transmitter just cuts out at 2.89 or 3.0, and that's it. And that can make a difference when you're trying to race. Okay, now it's time for me to show you the fastest laps that I set this week with my Mobula 6 2024 edition. And I'm extremely excited to tell you, when I was flying these laps, they weren't registering. And I was like, what's wrong with my lap timer? But I just went ahead and flew them. And it turns out the reason they weren't registering was that they were so fast that they were below the minimum lap time that I had set when I started, saying, oh, well, I'll never do laps faster than this. All 3 of them were faster than my minimum lap time. So how fast were they? They were all sub 15 second, which if you look at the leaderboard for RaceGOW is probably not that fast. But for me, when I first started, I was in the mid to low 20s. And when I was really, really pushing with the HDZero, I was in the 18 to 16 range. To get 3 laps below 15 seconds is truly remarkable. And I don't think I would have done it with the HDZero Tiny Whoop. There were some changes that I made to the setup of the Mobula 6 2024 edition that I will talk about in the next video, but I feel like I wouldn't have been able to make those changes. I wouldn't have been able to go this fast without the really nice control and just great flying of this quadcopter. There it is, 42.9 seconds, and I'm crashing out, and that's going to do it for this week's video. If you're interested in seeing more content like this, there's a whole playlist of my RaceGOW content. It's linked in the video description, and I'm going to put a card on screen where you can check that out. Starting with week 1, hopefully watching me climb the leaderboards. Well, I'm having a good time, and that's all I really care about, right? Okay, see you in the next one.